Hello viewers, today we are going to analyze a game that's played between Alexei Shirov and Judith Polgar in their 1994. This is a Sicilian team tournament, so we are going to face the Sicilian. Now, the Judith Polgar is on the black side. Let's see how she handles the Sicilian against Alexei Shirov. E4, C5, Knight F3, E6, D4, C into D4, Knight into D4. These are all stand-up stuff. Knight C6, Knight C3, D6. Judith tries mixes some things with the nod of her idea may be to play a6, knight f6 and bishop e7, like somehow convert into the Nazarov position. But Shirov opts for g4. We may see in some curious attack variation where the knight is already on f6. So the g4 move is useful so that it can kick the knight on f6 after g5. But now it's quite an inaccuracy in my view. Let's see how Judith handles the inaccuracy played by Alexei Shirov. A6. As said earlier, she opted for some Naidov-like structures. Bishop E3. It's very clear that Alexei Shirov is gonna castle queen side after queen F3 or queen D2. Knight G7. As I said earlier, the knight on F6 might be kicked away by G5 and knight D7 followed. It will be very good position for white. It somehow transposes to the Kiri's attack. Knight b3, avoiding some exchanges in the center. b5, gaining some space in the queen side with b5, b4 and a5, a4. f4, white gains some space in the king side and also aiming for some f5, g5 ideas. So it could weak the king side since the king is on the center for both colors. Bishop b7. It's a very tricky bishop. It could be very dangerous for white if it gets very active after knight a5 or knight b4, even after some break with e5 or d5. This is a very good position for the light square bishop. It could control all the way the diagonal if it opens up. Queen f3. Alexei Shirov fell into the trap of Judith Polgar. It's not actually a trap, it's a preparation. If Shirov is not well prepared, he could get into trouble very quickly as in the game. Follows after g5. It's a very typical move in Naidov, especially in the bishop g5 variation, where black kicks the bishop, dark square bishop with h6, followed by bishop h4 and g5. When the queen is on f3, the knight e5 comes with the tempo and it's very good for black. F into g5, knight e5, queen g2. White tries to maintain in the diagonal so it could protect the pawn. b4 kicks the knight to e2, knight e2, h5. This is a very brilliant move played by Judith Polgar. The idea is to open the position very quickly so it could be very dangerous for white after some knight f5 ideas. G into f5, G into h5, knight f5 as said. The dark square bishop is being attacked now. So Alexei Shirov plays bishop f2. In this position, the best try that Alexei Shirov has is e into f5, giving up the queen for two pieces. But as I said, the bishop on b7 is very powerful, so it is worth giving up. But nonetheless, it's very good for black. I hope if Shiro played it, Judith would have won it. After bishop into g2, bishop into g2, it's a very good diagonal, but still a queen is a queen. After queen into g5, the idea is if queen into g5 is played, knight f3 wins a pawn at the spot and the position opens up very quickly, which is very dangerous for white. Could get worse and worse after moving. White plays knight a5. The idea is to take the bishop so he could have a very easy game, but it's not the case with Judy. She plays knight e3. It's a very good move. It seems to be like she gives the queen freely, but if the queen is taken, knight f3 leads to checkmate. So after knight e3, Shiro plays queen g3, trying to avoid the inevitable, just postponing some moves. Queen into g3, knight into g3. Very clear that Judith has done very good preparation in her opening and it's gone very well. And she's gonna win the exchange very quickly. Knight into c2, king d1, knight into a1 wins the rook. After knight into b7, the knight is not locked after b3, a into b3, knight into b3, king c2, knight c5, knight into c5, d into c5. After some exchanges, it is very clear that black has complete control over the position. Bishop even trying to maneuver the bishop to c3, so it could give some pin, but it's just some hope. But after knight f3, bishop c3, knight d4, with the check, king d3, bishop d6. If bishop into d4, e into d4, king into d4, white might have taken a pawn, but it's an exchange, so it's very good for black. Bishop g2 developing a piece, bishop e5 to complete control of the position. The dark square bishop is very strong in the center. King c4, king e7, some hoping to get something of the position, but there's nothing in the position actually. Rook a1, with knight c6. Alexei Shirov stops suffering and throws away the towel, and he resigns in this position. Thank you for viewing our channel. Do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.